the game is the game. And you have to play the game. So, okay, so maybe you don't have thousands to invest. I've seen many, many people in markets like crypto go from $500 to $500,000. Now, there's a lot of people who don't either, but all I'm saying is the opportunity is there. You don't need to bet your house. You don't need to have huge savings. You just need to focus on what you're doing, understand how to manage risks a bit, and how to look for opportunities. And it's the self-teaching is, how do I become that guy who's got a $500,000 portfolio, considering I've only got $500 today or $1,000 today?
Is that possible still?
Yeah, very much.
Haven't I missed the boat?
No.
Bitcoinzilla stands out with its simplicity and clarity. We've crafted an experience that anyone can dive into, whether you're a crypto expert or just a new to the crypto world. Now, guess who keeps his eye on us? The author of best-selling book Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki. And we want to take this opportunity and thank all the people who trusted us, and we read every comment. And the best part, it's free. Subscribing now means you will get all new information for free. Don't just follow the trends, stay ahead of them. Subscribe to Bitcoinzilla today and enjoy the new edge. The clock is ticking. Raoul Pal reveals how AI will transform the global economy and why crypto might be your best chance of survival. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, Tether, Solana, Dogecoin, which you invest in.
Wages, in real terms, adjusted for inflation, haven't gone up for decades. So nobody's getting richer. If you're an American, you have this powerful meme, which is the American dream. But that is not a reality for most people. The reality is you grind it out. Your savings are not worth what you thought they'd be. This whole promise of your pension and swanning around on a cruise ship around the Caribbean when you're older, living in a nice house, none of that is true. And it's because wages haven't gone up. So, okay, so let's cut to somebody who's in their 30s now, because this is the really important cohort, I think, for this. They can't afford to buy a house. If I go back to when I was 30, I bought a house in London, and it was a nice place in a good area, and it was 3.5 times salary. Yes, I was in finance. I was earning a high salary. You can't buy anything for 3.5 times your salary. Now that same place, if I took the same kind of young investment banker salary, is probably 8 or 10 times. So it's tripled in how expensive it is to just buy your first house. So what is a house? Firstly, it's your quality of life, particularly, in England, the UK, in the US, we're home buyers. We think of our home as our castle. It's like the thing that solidifies our security. But, if you're in Germany, for example, they rent. But if we think about the mindset of owning a house, it's an asset that you can then pass on or you can sell if you need to. And an asset is really a future savings plan. It's something you save now that in the future you can consume, you can buy stuff with. But what you're doing is, for the average 35-year-old, the average millennial is 36 years old. They can't afford to buy the house. So therefore, their future self is poorer. If they think of how much of the stock market they can buy less with their money. They have less savings. They've got debts from university. So they don't have the ability to get out of this trap. And then what we are finding is, because of this, they're having to live with other people into their 30s. They don't have kids and they don't get married. And these numbers have collapsed since 1983. You've seen these numbers come down from people living on their own. So i.e., you could get your job, get yourself an apartment, has gone from 80% to 62%. You're seeing the marriage rate halve. You're seeing the home ownership rate go from 50% to 30%. These are all expressions of the same problems, which is people know their future is fucked and they can feel it. They have a sense of desperation. You see then the same cohort of kids in their 30s doing 2 jobs, 3 jobs, 4 jobs. That's not because they want to. Nobody wants to work 12-hour days, 7 days a week. It's because they have to. And their parents, the baby boomers, who are in their 70s and retiring, never had that. They were the richest generation the world had ever seen. So this is the first generation that won't be as rich as their parents. And that's a weird thing because we're all used to human progress, the American dream. If the American dream is, well, you'll never be as wealthy as your parents and they were middle-class people and I'm now less well off than them, that's kind of fucked.
BlackRock's Bitcoin exchange-traded fund witnessed a record trading day after Donald Trump's victory in the United States presidential election. In a November 6 post of X, Bloomberg ETF analyst Raoul Pal Says shared that the iShares Bitcoin Trust, IBIT, witnessed its biggest volume day ever, with over $4.1 billion in daily trading volume on November 6. For context, that's more volume than stocks like Berkshire, Netflix, or Visa saw today. It was also up 10%, its second-best day since launching, he added. The other Bitcoin ETF also had one of their best days since the crazy early days in January, with most of the funds doing 2 times their average volume, according to a follow-up post from Pal Says. IBIT's record trading day came amid a flurry of bullish signals for Bitcoin, with the asset notching a new all-time high of $76,500 on November 6, less than 1 day after crypto-friendly Trump's election as the next president of the U.S. Bitcoin has dominated the ETF landscape this year, accounting for 6 of the top 10 most successful launches in 2024, ETF store president Nate Geraci said in an X post. Analysts also said that Trump and the sweeping pro-crypto policies he's promised may be a boon for assets beyond Bitcoin. Already in 2024, asset managers have flocked to submit a swath of regulatory filings to list ETF-holding altcoins, including Solana, XRP, and Litecoin. Issuers are also waiting on approval for several planned crypto index ETF designed to hold diverse baskets of tokens. On October 25, Pal Says described the filings for crypto index ETF as call options on a Trump victory in the U.S. presidential race. Meanwhile, several analysts and traders have predicted that Bitcoin's price will keep rising now that Trump, a pro-crypto Republican, is set to take office. Vadi Abu-Alfa, head of research at Copper.co, told Cointelegraph that a $100,000 target price for Bitcoin is quite possible by January 20, the day Trump is to be inaugurated.
No, it's happening again right now in meme coins. This is fascinating. People watching this will go, what a bunch of nonsense. These are coins, tokens. We'll talk about blockchain and this later. But these are investments based on a meme.
A joke.
A joke. Something that grabs attention on the internet. And you can bet on those. Well, what is that? That's about betting on attention itself. If you think about a business like Facebook or Google or any of these, Twitter, they're all based on attention. And now we can bet on attention. Do people find that funny? Are they going to find it funny in 6 months' time or 6 weeks' time? And we can bet on this stuff. Okay, this is the super speculative end, but it's also very cultural. It's not about investment bankers. It's not about gatekeepers. It's about you pitting yourself thinking, is this going to catch on viral? And if it is it going to grow bigger? Now, some of those might do 1,000x in 6 months. Now, 99% go to zero. But all I'm saying is returns are there.
With Trump's victory, the anti-Bitcoin movement in the United States has died, according to Dennis Porter, co-founder of the Satoshi Action Fund. The USA will be the most pro-Bitcoin nation in the world, Porter wrote in an X post commenting on the presidential win. The cryptocurrency community has been largely supporting Trump over Harris despite Trump's U-turn on Bitcoin. The founders of major U.S. crypto exchanges like Gemini and Kraken publicly endorsed Trump, donating millions to support him as the only pro-crypto candidate. Notable figures supporting Trump's campaign include Cardano founder Charles Hoskinson, BitGo CEO Mike Belshey, Tron founder Justin Sun, and Bitcoin Foundation founder Charlie Shrem. Amid growing optimism over Trump's victory in the election, the crypto market has made a historic reaction. with Bitcoin breaking past its historical highs and briefly touching $75,000 on November 6. We have the first Bitcoin president going to the White House, which is why we saw a new all-time high last night, Bitcoin influencer Anthony Pompliano said on X. And do not forget to subscribe to Bitcoin Seller. The most important news will reach your inbox on a daily basis and for free. I do not know why you have not subscribed yet. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more daily updates. Remember, knowledge is power, and we're here to empower you on your financial journey. Until next time, happy investing.